Hello, P6. I am Teacher McCrae, and I'm so excited to begin our lessons today. How is everybody doing? I hope everyone is doing well. I know I am. Today is our first writing lesson. Before we start the new writing unit, let's start out with a quick warm-up to get our minds ready for today's lesson. I would like everybody to write down 5 facts about themselves. 5 facts about themselves. You can write anything as long as it is true and about you. To give you some examples, I've written down 5 facts about myself. Feel free to use the same ones with your information or come up with new ones. So here are my 5 facts. Fact number 1. My birthday is September 28th, 1996. Fact number 2. I was born in Atlanta, Georgia, in the United States. Fact number 3, I like to read books and watch movies. Fact number 4, I have 2 sisters and 1 brother. And then fact number 5, I have 2 dogs and 2 cats. So those are my 5 facts. I included my birthday, where I was born, something I like to do, something about my family, and then something about my pets. So you can do something similar or you can choose and make up your own facts. But 5 facts, I will give you a minute or so to write those down. So go ahead and do that. Can't wait to hear everyone's facts. I'm sure everyone did fantastic. You might be wondering why I asked you to write down some facts about yourself. Well, in today's lesson, we are learning about how to write autobiographies. What is that, you might ask? An autobiography. An autobiography is a piece of writing all about the person who wrote it. So every time you write about yourself, you are writing an autobiography. So everyone needs to save the 5 facts they wrote about themselves because we will need them later in the class. For now, I would like to ask everybody to open up to page 1 in their workbooks so we can go ahead and learn more about autobiographies. So now that everybody is on page 1, look at the very top. As you can see, this unit is called All About Me. I can write an autobiography. So as I said, autobiographies are a piece of writing all about the person who wrote it. So we are going to learn how to write about ourselves. As you can see at the top of page 1, there is a word bank. In the word bank are 6 different facts about the boy in the picture in the middle. So the words around him are baking cakes, roller skate, science, May 10th, 1998, 6 people, and Mike. So those are probably all things about that boy in the middle. Just like we wrote 5 facts about ourselves, here are 6 facts about the boy in the middle. If we move down to the bottom part of page 1, we will see a box that says use the words. So in this box, we are going to be using the words from the word bank at the top of page 1. So the first 3 sentences are done for us. Sentence number 1, I was born on May 10th, 1998. Sentence number 2, my best friend's name is Mike. Sentence number 3, I love baking cakes. One more time. Sentence number 1, I was born on May 10th, 1998. Sentence number 2, my best friend's name is Mike. And sentence number 3, I love baking cakes. So 3 of the words from the word bank were already used to fill in those sentences, but below those are 3 more sentences with blanks. And you need to use the remaining 3 words to complete these sentences. Sentence number 1, my favorite subject in school is. Sentence number 2, I learned how to when I was 6 years old. And then sentence number 3, there are in my family. After you complete that, you then need to go to the very bottom of page 1, and you need to add the correct question words to complete the questions. So there are 3 questions. The first one is your best friend's name? Number 2, people are there in your family? And number 3, were you born? So you need to pick if it's how many, when, or what to fill in those blanks. I will give you guys a little bit of time to complete these 6 blanks, and then we will come together to go back over the answers. Awesome job, everybody. We will now go over the answers, so follow along and correct anything that you may have missed. So, if we look at the first part of the bottom of page 1, complete the sentences, use the word bank. We know that of the 6 words in the word bank, 3 were already used. May 10th, 1998, Mike, and baking cakes. So that leaves roller skate, science, and 6 people. So we need to find which phrase goes to which sentence. So for sentence number 1, my favorite subject in school is, well, 6 people is not a subject. Roller skate is not a subject, so science. My favorite subject in school is science. Number 2, I learned how to when I was 6 years old. I learned how to 6 people when I was 6 years old. Does that make sense? Good, it does not make sense. So we know number 2 should be roller skate. I learned how to roller skate when I was 6 years old. And then number 3, there are how many people in my family? 6 people. There are 6 people in my family. Awesome job, you guys. We can now go to the very bottom of page 1. Add the correct question words. How many, when, what, to complete the questions. For example, when did you learn how to roller skate? So there are 3 questions. The first is your best friend's name? Number 2, people are there in your family? And 3, were you born? So, for number 1, you could say how many is your best friend's name? When is your best friend's name? Or what is your best friend's name? The correct answer is what. What is your best friend's name? His best friend's name is Mike. What is the answer for number 1? For number 2, people are there in your family. What people are there in your family? When people are there in your family? How many people are there in your family? How many people are there in your family? We want to know the number. So how many people are there in your family? The answer is 6. So the answer for number 2 is how many people are there in your family? And then number 3, were you born? How many were you born? What were you born? Or when were you born? The correct answer for number 3 is when were you born? So the answer for number 1 is what? The answer for number 2 is how many? And the answer for number 3 is when. So everybody go over your answers and make sure you have everything correct. When you are positive you have everything correct, go ahead and flip to page 2. So now that we are done with page 1, everybody go to the top of page 2. And you will see at the top of page 2 there is a tip for writing. So I'm going to read for you this tip for writing. We start a paragraph with a topic sentence, which states our idea, point of view, or opinion. Children learn to respect life through taking care of animals. Then we use supporting details to strengthen our views or opinions, the main idea. They can include facts and opinions. John's father is a vet, so he gets to spend a lot of time taking care of sick animals. He feeds and looks after them. He also cleans the cages so they can rest in a comfortable place and recover fast. He knows that just like humans, little animals feel pain and suffer when they are sick. We finish a paragraph with a concluding sentence, which restates the main idea and reinforces it. John learned to treat animals kindly and patiently because he likes to be treated that way too. So in this tip for writing, we learned that we need to start a paragraph with a topic sentence. Your very first sentence of a paragraph should tell you the main idea for the rest of the paragraph. So what are you going to talk about in that paragraph? That's what should come first. And then, after your topic sentence, you need details, supporting details. So you need facts or opinions, usually both together, to support your topic. And then when you are finished with your paragraph, you need a concluding sentence. A concluding sentence summarizes or sums up everything you said before. It restates the first sentence or your main idea. So your first sentence, your topic sentence, shows your main idea, your opinion, your point of view. It is the idea you want to tell somebody. The details, the supporting details, tell facts and opinions about that idea. And then your concluding sentence restates that main idea. So you restate what you said in the beginning. So everybody go look through that tip for writing. I'm going to give you about a minute to read it over for yourself. Just read through the tip for writing and circle topic sentence, supporting details, and concluding sentence. Through the tip for writing again, we can move on to the middle of page 2, but let me quickly go back through the tip for writing. So when we are writing a paragraph, we want to start with a topic sentence. This topic sentence tells us the idea that is going to be written about in the paragraph. After we write the topic sentence, we then want to give supporting details. The details include facts and opinions, and they make the writing interesting. This is where all the details are. This is where all the interesting part of the writing is. After you are done with your details that support your topic sentence, you then have to put a concluding sentence. Your concluding sentence restates your main idea or your topic, so that way it can summarize and end the whole thing nicely. So for this middle part of page 2, what you need to do is there are 4 sentences written, and for each sentence you need to add another sentence for a supporting detail. So the example they gave is, I don't like spiders. And then they added a supporting detail that says, when I see one, I always scream loudly. So I don't like spiders. When I see one, I always scream loudly. That sentence, when I see one, I always scream loudly, supports the first sentence that says, I don't like spiders. It also makes it more interesting. So here are the 4 sentences you need to give supporting details for. Number 1, I was crazy about ice cream when I was young. Number 2, there are 4 people in my family. Number 3, my birthday party was great fun. And number 4, my dad has a new car. So since this might be a little bit difficult, I will do number 1 for you. I was crazy about ice cream when I was young. So this sentence tells us that the person was crazy about ice cream when they were young. I was crazy about ice cream when I was young. So now I need to give a supporting detail that tells me how crazy about ice cream I was when I was young. So I might say, I was crazy about ice cream when I was young. I used to eat it twice a day, every day. That sentence tells you how much I used to eat ice cream when I was young. It supports the first sentence and makes it more interesting. So now everybody write their own sentence for number 1, but also do 2, 3, and 4. I will give you a little bit of time to do this, and I know it is difficult, just try your best. And then we can come back and I will show you what I have written for the last 3 sentences. Good luck, everybody! I know that was probably really difficult, but I am sure you all did fantastic. I will now go through and give the answers that I wrote down. Of course, we will all have different answers, and that is okay. As long as your answer supports the sentence and it makes sense, then you're doing good. So I will give you what I wrote just to give you an idea of what a supporting detail should look like. So for number 1, I already did that one, but I will say it again. I was crazy about ice cream when I was young. I used to eat it twice a day, every day. Number 2, the sentence given was, there are 4 people in my family. The sentence I added is, I have a mom, a dad, and 1 sister. So this supports the first sentence by going into more detail about the 4 people in my family. Number 3, my birthday party was great fun. It was pirate themed. We all dressed up as pirates and went on a treasure hunt. So the first sentence, my birthday party was great fun. It talked about a birthday party but didn't really tell us anything else besides it was fun. So my supporting sentence talked about the theme of the party and what we did during the party. Then for number 4, my dad has a new car. His old one broke down in the middle of the highway, so he decided it was time for a new one. The first sentence tells us that my dad has a new car, and the sentence I gave to support it told us why he bought a new car. So a supporting detail is a sentence that further explains something about the topic or gives us more information. It makes it more interesting. It allows us to know more about what's being written. So as long as your sentence expands on the sentence given, then you're doing a great job. Now that we have completed the middle part of page 2, we can go to the very bottom. At the bottom it says, read the following sentences and cross out the 2 that are not important to this paragraph. So I will read the paragraph for you. My favorite sport is tennis. My parents bought me my first racket on my 7th birthday. I also got a doll and some books. It was heavy, but I fell in love with the sport right away. Now I have a tennis coach at a tennis club, and I really enjoy the speed and power of tennis. Sometimes I play basketball with my friends. I hope in the future I can play in tennis competitions. So, in this paragraph, there are 2 sentences that the supporting details are not relevant. They do not support the first sentence. So the topic sentence of this is, my favorite sport is tennis. So everything in the paragraph should be about tennis. So what you need to do is read through it one more time and then cross out the 2 sentences that are not important to the rest of the paragraph. I will give you about a minute or so to do this. Okay, so now that you've had a little bit of time to select the 2 sentences that you do not think fit, I will go ahead and give you the answer. Let me read through the paragraph one more time. My favorite sport is tennis. My parents bought me my first racket on my 7th birthday. I also got a doll and some books. It was heavy, but I fell in love with the sport right away. Now I have a tennis coach at a tennis club, and I really enjoy the speed and power of tennis. Sometimes I play basketball with my friends. I hope in the future I can play in tennis competitions. So, the two sentences that do not belong are, I also got a doll and some books, and sometimes I play basketball with my friends. So the topic sentence for this paragraph is, my favorite sport is tennis. Every single sentence should be about tennis in some way. I also got a doll and some books has nothing to do with tennis. And then sometimes I play basketball with my friends also has nothing to do with tennis. It is not important for this paragraph. So you can get rid of those two sentences. So we have now completed everything that we need to do in today's lesson. I'm going to quickly go over what you need to do for homework. So if you remember, at the beginning of class, we wrote down 5 facts about ourselves. 5 facts. You can use some of those facts to help you complete your homework. So if everybody will please turn to page 3, it looks like this. So on page 3, you will see that there is a graphic organizer. And in the graphic organizer, there is a column that says myself that is left blank. So what you need to do is pick a topic sentence to start your autobiography. So you need to pick a topic sentence to start your autobiography. It can be anything. You can pick a hobby you like to do, like maybe you like to read or maybe you like to play basketball. Anything you want to do, maybe something about where you are from, maybe something about your favorite food. Whatever you pick for your topic sentence, though, you need to be able to come up with 3 supporting details. And then for your conclusion, you just need to restate what you said in your topic sentence. So for homework, I need everybody to fill out the graphic organizer. Everybody needs to fill out the graphic organizer. All you need to do is the graphic organizer. You do not need to complete the paragraph down below. So just fill out the graphic organizer. That's all you need to do. Great work today, everybody. You all did so fantastic. I'm so proud of everybody. Keep up the good work, and I'll see you next time.